Stop complaining about difficult fishing in fertile water during summer. These 4 key tips will help you catch fish easily. Intro. Hey, fellow anglers! Fishing pole and fish. If you've ever tried fishing in fertile water during the summer, you know it can be frustrating. You see fish bubbles everywhere, but your bait gets ignored. What gives? Face with look of triumph. Fertile waters, like urban rivers and paid ponds, are a common challenge for many anglers, especially on hot days. But don't worry, I've got 4 key tips that will make fishing in these tricky conditions a whole lot easier. Let's dive in. 1. Understanding fertile water and why it's so tricky. Before we jump into the tips, let's quickly explain why fishing in fertile water can be so tough. Fertile water is a result of excess algae growth, and as algae decompose, it uses up oxygen in the water, especially at the bottom. This creates low oxygen zones, making fish reluctant to stay near the bottom, especially as the weather heats up. So, the big challenge? Fish avoid the bottom where the oxygen levels are low and the environment is toxic. But there are ways to adapt and outsmart them. 2. Choosing the right fishing spot in fertile water. Finding the right spot is key. Here's what to look for. Look for flowing areas. Urban rivers or ponds with a current are perfect. The moving water brings in oxygen and carries away the toxic stuff. Fish shallow. If there's no flow, fish in the shallow areas. Shallow water has better light penetration, meaning healthier algae and better oxygen levels. Pro tip: if the shoreline is over 1 meter deep, stay quiet and you'll likely catch carp or crucian carp even in fertile water. 3. Timing is everything. Weather tips for fishing. The weather plays a huge role in fertile water fishing, especially in summer. Windy days, perfect conditions. The wind helps mix the water, which improves oxygen levels. Seize the window period when the conditions are right. Rain. Light rain can break up water stratification and improve oxygen levels, but avoid heavy rain. Too much circulation can kill the fish, leaving you with empty waters for days. Windless sunny days, fish tend to rise to the surface. They're still hungry but avoid the bottom due to low oxygen. Fish shallow areas during the day for the best chance. Night fishing. Focus on the hours right after dark. After midnight, the algae starts consuming oxygen, making fish uncomfortable. 4. Bait, chum, and lure tips for fertile water. In fertile waters, fish aren't starving. So you'll need to switch up your bait and chum game. Avoid heavy chum, since the water is nutrient-rich, fish don't need heavy feeding. Use plant-based scents. Try wine-soaked rice, fermented grains, or stinky corn/wheat. Adding a little medicinal wine can boost scent penetration. Pro tip: leftover bait that's fermented and sour works wonders in these waters. Fish love the mild scents. For lures, focus on mild but distinct scents like sour corn or fruit-based scents. Natural flavors will attract fish more than anything too fishy. Bonus tip: float adjustment and fishing off the bottom. In fertile water, fishing off the bottom is often the best approach. Here's why. Fish bubbles but no bites? Quickly adjust your float to fish off the bottom. Targeting the falling phase of your bait often leads to bites from fish that are active but not feeding on the bottom. Use the sliding lead rig. This method is also great for targeting fish in fertile water. They'll go for the bait as it sinks. Conclusion. So, here's the recap on how to fish in fertile water during summer. Choose your fishing spot wisely. Look for flowing water or fish in shallow areas. Watch the weather. Windy days and light rain are your friends. Adjust your bait and chum. Use plant-based, mild scents and avoid heavy feeding. Target the falling phase. Adjust your float and fish off the bottom. Follow these 4 key tips, and you'll be catching fish in no time, even in the toughest fertile water conditions. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow for more fishing tips. See you out on the water, and remember, no fish is too tough to catch if you know the right strategy. Fishing pole and fish. About the author. I'm a passionate fishing blogger sharing all the tips and tricks to help you become a better angler. Follow me for more updates, and let's talk fishing.